Vampirella Strikes, issue number 3 from Dynamite Comics. So if this series just kind of flew under your radar, it's completely understandable because Dynamite has been cranking out a bunch of Vampirella and Red Sonja series that it's kind of crazy and a little bit overboard. I have no idea. Like, apparently, this series is supposed to be following another Vampirella series, but I haven't read the other Vampirella series. But regardless, I haven't been lost in this whatsoever. In the very beginning, it basically says that it's been 15 years since the death of Mistress Nyx, and the world is slowly recovering, but this isn't a world that we've ever seen before. So I don't know if this is supposed to be like a different universe because there currently is an ongoing Nyx series, so she's clearly alive. But here she's dead and she's been dead for 15 years. Whatever. All you need to know is that in this world, Mistress Nyx has died. It's been 15 years, and the world of the natural and the supernatural have mixed. So humans now live amongst monsters, monsters amongst humans. They know each other, they're aware of each other, and there's this kind of like uneasy alliance. Basically, picture X-Men with the mutants and the humans, where they live together, but there's people that aren't really happy about this mix. And in this series, Vampirella is a cop. She's basically a vampire cop. She's a cop that works for this precinct that has both humans and monsters. And her job is to basically keep the peace, just maintain the peace between the humans and the monsters. In the previous issues, there have been humans that have lost loved ones due to monsters in the past, and they've basically been granted this secret weapon by this mysterious man. And this weapon is a weapon so great and powerful that not even the demons in hell want to use it. Like they forbid anyone from using it. That's how powerful it is. And the weapon is basically a organic weapon attached to you that shoots living bugs that basically penetrate your opponent's bodies and continually like fly in and out of them, just killing them. Reminds me a lot of the bug gun from Turok 2 Seeds of Evil. I think it was Turok 2, where it was like a one-shot. Once you lock into your opponent, you press the trigger, it like tracks your opponent, digs into their head, and eats their brain. It's kind of like that, only instead of just eating the brain, it just keeps going in and out of your opponent, eating what it comes in contact with. And so this mysterious guy has somehow gotten his hands on these weapons, and he's been giving it to certain humans. He's been collecting humans that have lost loved ones due to monsters and have a hate on for these monsters. And in the last issue, we had two humans who are attacking a church that has humans and monsters in it. And they're going crazy, and they're shooting humans and monsters with it. And so Vampirella arrives at the church with her new sidekick, who kind of is giving me Silver Surfer vibes, only like a female teen version of Silver Surfer. But yeah, she comes across the two humans. It's a guy and a girl. The guy is basically just wants to kill everybody. The girl is starting to have some regrets. She's kind of like, maybe this is wrong. I want this to stop. Please help me. But the guy is like, nah, I want to kill everyone. Like, I'm going to make you feel the pain that I felt. So he shoots his little bug bullets, and Vampirella and her sidekick, swat it away, slice the guy's barrel arm, because these like weapons are like organic and now are attached to these humans. And the girl tells the other monsters inside the church, get the hell out of here, and she ends up shooting the guy in the back and killing him. She's basically like, I don't want to do this anymore. Please help me. And meanwhile, we have this older woman and this older gentleman, and they are looking at this old lady who is just completely covered in this like organic monster thing. Basically, she's trapped in this never-ending, not nightmare, but actually a good happy moment. So in her mind, her family is alive and she's playing with them and having fun and stuff. But in real life, she's trapped to the wall, and she's basically like the breed mare for these creatures. This mysterious guy is using her to create more organic weapons, and they're like growing out of her. And he wants to give the weapons to these two older people. And he's like, I need you to do something for me. There are these people that are trying to stop me. They're trying to figure out what's going on and put a stop to my goal, and I need you to stop them. And of course, the people that he's talking about is Vampirella and her police crew. And so he gives them the 2 organic weapons. And yeah, back at the police precinct, we see Vampirella, the bugs, even though the guy is dead, the bugs are still alive. They're exploding out of his body and just kind of like eating his body and stuff like that. Meanwhile, the girl's alive, but the voices are like the bugs are eating her alive slowly, and the voices won't stop, and they keep wanting her to kill people, and they're getting louder and louder. And Vampirella and her crew try to question her, like, where did you get these weapons? Well, you know, who's supplying them? And every time she tries to help, she just can't because the voices just get too much. So like, all right, we're gonna leave you be for now. We'll come back later and try again. Vampirella leaves. And then the 2 old people are able to sneak into the precinct. How 2 old people are able to sneak into a precinct with a bunch of guards outside without being discovered, who knows, but they are. And I'm going to stop it there. There's more, but I don't want to spoil everything. I will say that the series has been pretty good. I've enjoyed it in any case. And as someone who has not read any of the other Vampirella stuff, I mean, I've read some of the spin-offs, but I haven't read like any of her ongoing stuff. I'm not really lost at all. I just kind of see this as, okay, this is going to be like a different universe of Vampirella. All I really need to know is that Vampirella is a cop, and she's a cop in this world where monsters and humans live amongst each other, and she has to try to maintain the peace. That's all you really need to know. The artwork's not that bad, especially for Dynamite. Well, I don't want to say that, because Dynamite has some good artwork at times, and some terrible artwork at times. For the most part, their artwork tends to be pretty good. I don't really have too much complaints with Dynamite, at least recent Dynamite. From the stuff that I've read. There might be some ongoing stuff that's kind of crap. From the stuff that I've read from Dynamite, I don't really have any complaints. And yeah, I got no complaints for the artwork here. Artwork's pretty decent. So yeah, if you're interested in seeing Vampirella being a vampire cop and going around trying to police a world where humans and monsters live amongst each other, check this out. Like I said, it's been 3 issues. I've read all 3, and every single one has been pretty decent. Like, I don't have any complaints. But there you go. So there's Vampirella Strikes, issue number 3 from Dynamite Comics. Vampirella, the Vampire Cop. I don't know what's next for Dynamite and Vampirella, because, like I said, it seems like they're cranking out Vampirella and Red Sonja stories constantly. I don't know if they have some kind of deal where as long as they keep producing Red Sonja and Vampirella, then they get to retain the rights. I would assume that they already own the rights to the series, but maybe it's one of those things where like every certain time period we have to have some kind of issue, otherwise we lose the rights. Either that, or they're just like, these are the only 2 characters that we're making any money off of, so let's just flood the market with them, because there's so many different iterations of Vampirella and Red Sonja that's ongoing right now. It's really hard to keep track of everything, especially to try to make sure like, what connects to what is its own separate universe. But yeah, check out Vampirella Strikes. Yeah, I would give it a recommendation. I've enjoyed it so far. But there you go. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope to see you next time. Take care, everybody. Later. So what'd you guys think of that video? Hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys haven't already, please subscribe. Hit that bell for a notification. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. And if you didn't enjoy the video, thank you for watching it this far. And I hope the next video is more to your liking. Feel free to check out the playlist that you guys see, and I hope to see you guys next time. Later.